Hello, my dear Glorians of Standard 9th, and welcome to our Geography class. Today we will continue with Chapter 12, Tourism. So let's get started. On the basis of the aim of tourism and specialities of the destination, there can be different types of tourism. Some of these have been explained through photographs. So let's go through them. Processions. These are mostly typical to pilgrim sites where people gather in large numbers to pay their respect and homage to various religious places of worship. Sanctuary. An animal sanctuary is basically a facility where animals are brought to live and to be protected for the rest of their lives. When opened for public viewing, it gives us an opportunity to experience the lifestyle of a particular animal in its natural habitat. Wandering in the wild. It basically refers to those trips that we undertake in the form of nature trails or nature walks that helps us to not only connect with nature and its wilderness, but also with our own inner self. Sea tourism, also known as ocean tourism, refers to pleasure travel in which the sea or ocean is the primary focus of activities. This type of tourism comes in many forms, including cruises, ecotourism, and fishing expeditions. Health tourism. It is a wider term for travel that focuses on medical treatments and the use of healthcare services. It covers a wide field of health-oriented tourism ranging from preventive and health conductive treatment to rehabilitational and curative forms of travel. Wellness tourism is a related field. Adventure sports. This kind of tourism generally caters to adventurous activities such as trekking, parasailing, mountaineering, rock climbing, skiing, etc. Life below the sea. This kind of tourism deals with the conservation and sustainable development of marine resources, especially the aquatic life, through various activities such as snorkeling, scuba diving, etc. From the above, we infer that tourism Tourism is very important for a country. Basic facilities such as availability of accommodation in the form of hotels, lodging and boarding, etc., restaurants, means of transportation, health and sanitation facilities, etc., should be developed at places which have to be developed as tourist sites mainly. Domestic tourism should be promoted. It is necessary to preserve the cultural heritage of a country. Do you know GPS for tourism? GPS, that is Global Positioning System. The GPS system in our smartphones or the GPS instrument is largely used for tourism. For that, we need special applications like the Google Map. We can know our exact location with the help of the map. Once it is decided where we want to head, then information regarding all the possible routes of travel, distances, time required according to the type of vehicle, amenities on the way like petrol pump, restaurants, lodges, etc., becomes available in the app. We can use this for tourism. Use your brain power. Some issues related to tourism development are given below. Rewrite the inappropriate ones after correcting them. So let's have a discussion on the same. The income of a country should be substantially high for development of tourism. Wrong. For the development of tourism, people of the country should properly maintain the tourist places. A country may require either natural beauty, pleasant weather, exquisite scenery, hot springs, sea coasts, historical monuments, religious places, forest areas, etc., in order to give a boost to tourism. Along with this, the country should be able to maintain its heritage culture as well. Domestic tourism should be given a boost. Right. Tourists from other countries should be banned. Wrong. Tourists from other countries should be welcomed because they are the ones who contribute in bringing in foreign currency. Tourists should be assured of a safe journey. Right. The cultural heritage of a country should be preserved. Right. We should respect other countries' culture. Right. Government subsidies and incentives should be given for tourism businesses. Right. Participation in international sports should be increased. Right. Tourism should be encouraged through advertisements. Right. It is necessary to preserve the tourist places. Right. We should preserve the buildings of famous people who have contributed in various sectors as memorials. Right. Services and amenities should be developed for tourism. Right. Tourist agencies should be banned. Wrong. In fact, tourist agencies should be given a boost as they will contribute in increasing the number of tourists. There is no ample scope in the field of tourism. Wrong. There is ample scope in the field of tourism, especially in providing employment opportunities to local people. Tourism is a type of invisible trade. Right. All types of facilities should be developed for tourists. Right. The country's economy does not benefit at all from tourism. Wrong. The country's economy does benefit from tourism as it helps to earn foreign exchange. The hidden potential of other sites should also be developed. Right. The forts and castles should be developed. Wrong. The forts and castles should be maintained well. They are our historical and cultural heritage. We cannot change the original structure of these monuments, but the least we can do is to maintain them well. Tourism is an important tertiary occupation. Through this occupation, the world gets introduced to a region's natural, social, cultural environment. Besides domestic tourists, foreign tourists also visit various places of interest, and therefore foreign currency increases in our economy. Along with these benefits, development of tourist places, availability of employment opportunities to local people are also other good things that happen to a place. Considering the importance of tourism, the local residents become aware of conserving the region's natural beauty and culture. Tourism should be promoted through advertisements in various media, which will help in its growth. Various forms of tourism are emerging to give a flip to tourism, that is, a completely new look or a new side to tourism. One of these is ecotourism. This concept came into light when it was realized that due to increasing population, pollution and urbanization, environment is degrading. It is an eco-friendly type of tourism. If tourism is developed by considering that while touring a place, the environment should not be degraded or damaged by tourists, then it is called ecotourism. This includes taking precautions of not throwing litter at tourist sites, avoiding noise pollution, not hurting trees and birds and animals in the forests. Besides these, recently the concept of agrotourism has arisen, which is a pollution-free location away from the city holding an agricultural activity where the tourist is shown a glimpse of agricultural life. Tourists are attracted towards it. This is called agrotourism. For a change from the urban life, tourists live on the farm and accept the hospitality, that is, the friendly and generous reception of the farmers on payment in agrotourism. In Pune and Kolhapur districts of Maharashtra, a number of agrotourism centers have been developed. Film tourism is a new type of tourism. The locations where films are shot attract a crowd of tourists, and hence the concept of film tourism emerged. A number of amenities and facilities are provided to attract tourists to these places where film shooting takes place. For example, Mumbai Film City, Ramoji City, etc. Tarkarli in Konkan is famous for its seabed and the biodiversity found there. Here, the tourists can do snorkeling and scuba diving. MTDC, that is, the Maharashtra Tourism Development Corporation, has started a scuba diving training center of international standards at Tarkarli, Taluka Malvan, District Sindhudurg. With that, we complete with today's session. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.